Yeah, they I'm coming home more to do more of our
I was
homegrown
trying to
stuff.
like.
So this is part of that journey. Thank you.
I saw one of your films at the opening of the festival. So can you tell us just a
I
bit about
hope.
the film?
What you guys saw, the opening was Suleiman Bao. Suleiman Bao, this was one of the first. If you guys ever look at the American Constitution or the slave abolition, it was taken from Suleiman Bao. Matter of fact, Mentor Ba, the actor, quickly passed away. He was in Three Cold Dishes.
The
If you guys
video.
remember the guy with the blonde hair in Three Cold Dishes? So this film was, I could use this term here, Karina, it's free. He was in Mujahideen. Let me just put it this way. It was for the people. And not only did he fought to free the slaves, but he liberated them and women. And this was it could have been like a lot of the reason I jumped on board on this project was because it was one of the many stories they were afraid of getting lost. So there are a lot of African stories that are like that. Like the Usman, that Fordio, you name it, all of these stories, I keep saying that, the Lord Lugard. I don't know if I don't know how much you studied in school, especially when it comes to history. Lord Lugard was one of the people that really screwed over, really screwed over the North, right? They came in with this invention. You know the gun that goes,
Yeah.
that gun. It was easy for them to defeat the Fullites. It was so easy.
Yeah.
So when they come strutting with the horse, or they just pull it out. They experimented it in this part of the world. See, and so these type of stories and what you saw in 1776 are the next wave of stories that we will be sharing, bringing into the world. So,
Preserving history.
yeah, preserving
African
history. Yeah. Otherwise, no offense, other people would tell it for us. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Woman King.
Yeah. And Woman King, with all due respect, it wasn't Woman King. You guys know what I'm talking about.
We do.
We do, exactly. So, but yeah, that's
Thank
what.
you so much. So what style were you thinking? What was, because I saw there was lots of it was kind of docudrama.
Yes,
feel,
it had a docudrama feel, almost like sometimes in April, a lot of Raoul Peck's films, right? And the reason for that, guys, wow, docudramas usually come into play when the filmmakers, especially in Africa, don't have that Hollywood budget. When you don't have that budget, wow, you're gonna have to make do with what you have, and that's what we had to do.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we bring in university lecturers, people who are versed in the Quran, people who are versed in Islam. We had to go deep. So most of the people you saw speaking there were high level, like guys who read the Quran 1,000 times. They could break down every word, and because the thing about this guy, when he prays, when he does his talat, you could charge him and he could do this. And true story, you could shoot him and he does this, and the bullet just goes right by him. So that's one of the reasons I took that story, because it's actually true story. We hear magician, we hear about Teslas, we hear about all these white magicians, but people forget in the Islamic world, and of course most belief system, depending on how hard you pray and prepare, magic happens. He talks about it. I know about this. Bookie, we both know about it. So sometimes people say, those people, we were laughing. They prayed 5 times a day. How much prayers do these people gotta do? And I said, well, be careful now, because the North, the Sahara, they turning the world around. Burkina Faso, the guy was just like, yo, get out the country. And you sit there going, You take your base, take your plane. We're not gonna use this anymore, and that's where it's just returning back.
That's the impact.
That's the impact. Unfortunately, that's the impact. You see the Red Sea Film Festival.
Yeah.
You see now Saudis are doing film. I'm talking to Saudis now. It used to be, oh, I like. Now I'm talking to Saudis now. It's like we're having a different conversation. They're taking over. They not taking over. They're participating in boxing. They're paying boxers. They're treating a lot of the black boxers with respect, paying them what they deserve. Even bringing back Mike Tyson to have a fight. So, and when I say Saudi, I say Saudi all the way down to the Sahara because there's talent. They see that. And so, and the Saudis are actually turning the page. You
So
know?
you used African actors.
Yes, usually it was all African actors.
And we were having a discussion about the acting, and
Yeah.
I was just thinking, most times the issue we have, especially in the North, is differentiating acting from stage acting. So the effect of exaggerated facial expression, gestures, it just makes it, you know you're watching a film when you're watching another film, or sometimes a Nigerian film. And in real time and screen time, they can't really differentiate it. But I saw that in your film, the actors were quite natural. He really tried to, imbibe the role and all. And it was a bit, how long was the film again?
The film was an hour. The film could have easily been 2 hours.
Yeah.
It should have been.
Because it's a biography.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this was the craziest thing, right? So when he presented the role to me, this is something me and you talked about. We have to adapt, right? He wanted me to study the language. You know, they have a certain Arabic way of speaking and certain different styles of language. And we ended up resorting to like the prayers, I had to do when I did Al-Fatiha, certain, part of the Quran. I understood it, growing up as a kid, because I'm half Islam and I'm half Christian, so my father's a bishop, so I come from a very loose a house of respect, where you respect each other's beliefs. I was very fortunate to understand the Quranic Arabic way of speaking. So that helped, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that helped.
Marvin Award. Congratulations, please, everyone. Marvin Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us about acting. How has it been in Nigeria? The acting industry. And how we always want to stereotype acting. Does that make character growth difficult, that you're always ready to just go into that role?
Interesting. So, I don't believe in that word, stereotype. I don't think it exists in my work. If you've seen the projects that I have done, because I was paying attention to words when he was talking about how grateful, he was for not playing the same character, and I respect his work. I've seen his job. I know that he is phenomenal. So if I'm watching an Oris flick, I'm not looking forward to seeing anything that he's done before. As a creator. But if I'm looking for clickbait, of course I'm going to spend time looking for the wrong thing. So for me, the word stereotype doesn't exist. I've done a couple of characters. They're not the same, but they come from the same place.
Okay.
Everybody believes that Chief Rankin can be bad.
Yeah, of course.
Rattlesnake was a bad boy. To Kill a Monkey was a bad boy. Right? Yeah, actually. But the boss is from Edo State. From Benin City. Now, when you take a Benin City boy, if you're well traveled, if you are a proper Nigerian, I mean, you visited different parts of Nigeria. Yeah, you know that when a Benin boy is crazy, it is not the same as just a worry boy that is crazy.
Yeah.
But these guys are brothers. In terms of locale, less than 4 hours away. But when you see a proper big boy, big man, bruh, you would forget that this person is, you would associate them with words that are not similar. But hey, these are bad guys. So, what's his name now? The character I played in Charles of Plays film. That's the rattlesnake. Deezee. Yeah. She was one of the producers of that. Deezee is from Southeast. I hate that term, Southeast, actually. Deezee is Igbo, right? So he needed to be a bad boy from Imo State. And now there's nothing that reminds me, even when I see it, there's nothing really, I don't see anything between Oboz and Deezee. What about, two different characters? And there's a festival film I did with Jude Idada. I don't know if you know him. He's Canadian, Nigerian Canadian. Yeah. So it's on Netflix, right? The entire film was about how to kill my character. The 1 hour 45 minutes of that film was how to kill the character that I played. And I had 3 scenes in the entire film. I played well, permit me to say this. One of the guys, the Boko Haram. I played the boss. The person they were looking for like 10 years ago. Yeah, I don't need to say names. I need to go home safe. Let's use the word. That guy. Yeah, you said the word. I didn't say that. So I played that character, right? Responsible for a lot of things, kidnapping, the likes, beheading, all of that, right? I do not see Oboz in that guy. Do you get what I mean? So the word stereotype shouldn't exist in your vocabulary as an actor.
Okay.
Now that's one. Acting, filmmaking in Nigeria in the past 10 years. 20 is too far. A lot has changed in the past 10 years, if you must agree. And this has nothing to do with AI.
Yes, sir.
I am a big preacher of saying to filmmakers that as long as we are in this part of the world, right? AI is a myth.
Okay.
As long as we are in this part of the world, AI is a myth. Don't distract yourself with that.
All right.
We are a fourth world, we third now. We're a fourth world developing country.
Yeah.
Let's say it the way it is. There are 5 states, the rest are trying to, make it 5 states. Abuja, Lagos, the ones that are, their GDPs are smiling to the back, and the rest are trying to get by. So if you're from a country like that, it's time for you to wake up, because it also affects your performance as an actor.
True.
It's not just about the character. Where is the character from? That place the character is from. What's it like there?
Okay.
Now, people speaking English 24/7, or are they speaking pidgin? So that tells you a lot about the character and what you're about to create as a performer. So in the last 10 years, it's been transformative. It's been interesting. It's been a joyous ride, and I can say now, I wouldn't say this before. This is an industry that you should be proud of.
Yes.
So a round of applause, please.
In the note here, when you talk about filmmakers, everyone thinks about the actors first of all.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Seriously. If I walk into a place, nobody knows who I am, although I love it.
Sharp.
But seriously, when you're talking about filmmakers in the north, it's all the actors.
Yeah.
So, how do you see that in terms of creativity, and any plans for diving into directing?
Well, when you said that, maybe you made that statement. I said it was a joke. And I'm not, not to offend anybody, but who are you without your director? You don't exist. Who are you without the scriptwriter?
True.
Yeah, different departments. When Judith was giving us an insight into how filmmaking is being done, I also was a student while she was talking, because we don't sit down and talk about heads of departments, It's like talking about yourself.
Yeah.
You get bored, so it's what you do every day. So moving on. But this conversation, just listening to her talk and break it down.
Yeah.
Dumb it down completely so that you understand everybody's portfolio and their position and what they bring to the table. So to buttress what she's saying, I'm happy that my colleagues are getting the attention that they rightly deserve for the work that they've done. But you and I know that as actors, you are nothing without the heads of departments, the director, the people that bring money for you to do this film. Because
Yeah.
if there's no money, there's the team behind the project. You're not going to know the Hamas, the Sunnis, and the rest of that. Of course I'm going to go into directing. I don't have a choice.
You have to.
Yeah, I have to. I'm not going into it because I want to be called a director. No.
Because if you, I think 2013,
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with,
Sorry.
Which one? Chris, Ramsey Noah?
Ramsey
Right,
Noah.
right, right.
And he was like, I want to bring back all those old films, Gloria, like Rattlesnake, like, we're having this conversation. And funny enough, someone took a picture.
Oh, wow.
And I still have that photo on my Instagram page.
Okay.
And then I see the rattlesnake, and I'm like, okay, he did it. He did it. So,
It's funny talking about the last 10 years. For those of you, first of all, I want to thank you to Kill a Monkey, because I grew up in Benin from the age of 5 to 16.
Wow.
So most of my hardcore friends are from Benin. Most of them are in China, and they're not actors, but they are doing some, like these guys are running China.
Wow.
You go to China, these Beanie boys got Chinese wives. They just, you're sitting there going, damn. And they buying buildings and stuff like that. So we are their biggest fan.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the last 10 years. For those coming in the room, you just asked a very valid question, and I want to just add to what he's done. So the last 10 years, I've seen Americans come in to watch film festivals. And in that 10 years, I can say based on the Nigerian projects, so we had Roger yesterday, which was 21st Afro Film Festival, that opened the festival. So that was a bit weird for me, right? Then again, I came back to Afro with Aura.
Okay.
Right? It was a Nigerian film set in Canada and a bit of it in Nigeria. And we touched on certain subjects. That's why I said this.
Okay.
Now, I remember a lot of the Hollywood people who came to Lagos saying, man, untapped all that money and population, how do we sell it?
Wow.
They didn't know I was sitting there at breakfast. And one of the brother happened to be working for one of the big agencies, a born Nigerian who's never been to, I'm not going to mention his name, he's never been to Nigeria, but it's his first trip to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Born in the States, but worked with one of the biggest agencies. I gave him a look and I said, wow, my brother, there is a market here. And he kept looking at me. He says, what do you mean? I said to him, I kept calling all the Nigerian Netflix films that's crossed the border. So the last 10 years, our films have been top 10 UK,
Yeah.
top 10 USA,
True.
right? We could really go on about this, right?
Yeah.
A Sunday Affair, which I was in 3 months, did 9,073 hours on records.
Wow.
To Kill a Monkey did, the numbers are there.
Yeah.
The numbers are hardcore there. So the last 10 years, Nigerian films, I'm not going to say Nollywood, because that's not fair to the Northerns who's been doing this stuff.
Yes,
That's why
sir.
I'm very hesitant when I say the word Nollywood, right? And take this from me. I've been on the outside, and I've always been on the inside, like you said. I grew up in Benin as a kid. So we have numbers. The numbers are there. What we've got to do is convince all our uncles. Who are our uncles? The political party leaders. We got to get them to the side.
Yeah.
We have to convince them because they, unfortunately, only watch for entertainment.
True.
And they get excited about it.
True.
The fans get excited about it. Our
And that's
moms,
it. Yeah.
the people, those women in the Balogo market, all watching. You know, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So it's very important that the last 10 years we have grown. We are just flying in numbers.
Yes, sir.
And it's proven time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. And it's amazing to see that, when we're thinking about our local festival, like you said, Nigerian films. And so that was what we were thinking about for this festival. It's not carnival. It's not, because when you talk about northern Nigeria, we can't just think about the KKs.
Yeah.
We have to think about the films made in Benue State.
Yeah.
The films made in Jos.
Yeah.
I'm from Jos. We have to think about those kind of people there because they are also filmmakers there.
Yeah.
So that's why it's an Arewa Film Festival.
Yeah.
And I am so proud that it's actually happening. And we have these great people here with us. You were talking about the numbers and how many people have seen this. But just to mention the topic that we just spoke about, story and how it brands us. I was in the UK and the US, and how you see how people react to us. They can't eat next to us because they feel we'll poison their food. Why? Because they get it from the films. Certain parts of the world would burn the American flag and step on it. Why? Because they feel it hurts the American. Why? Because the Americans have constantly put flags in their films and make it look as if that's the most important thing in their world, and they respect it. They respect the American flag. Therefore, conscious content and storytelling is the best way we can brand ourselves. So yes, we are having the numbers. Yes, we are having the talent. But what content are we putting in the film that is branding who we are and the way people see us? Thank you so much for being in this panel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can we have a short picture and then we have the master class? Please stay with us.
We are go toilet to Ukuchi to you. And I shall do and I shall do.
You're great when you are powerful when you are, doesn't that? Not the height. Not the height.
All right.
He's still not standing up. He's so tall. Oh, let me hug you.
Do you want me to take a picture for you? Let me help you.
Where the camera?
They went out there outside. Okay, so
You okay?
camera woman.
Listen, you guys gotta speak up.
Please a round of applause for yourselves. Thank you for being with us this past 2 days. It has been amazing. Do we have the only person for the masterclass on content creation? That will be our final. He's right outside. I know we had some questions during the panel discussion. Or we have some questions for the Arewa Film Festival itself. So if you have some questions, we can take it quickly while he comes in. Any questions? I know you have.
It's not a question, probably just an appreciation.
Hello everybody, my name is Hadiza Gambo. I'm an actor and an SFX makeup artist. I just wanted, it's not a question, it's just to say thank you so much for this platform. During the panel session, when we had about 4 or 5 of them there, I got emotional, I was crying, I even had to take a tissue, to be honest. When I heard how Rahama was talking about, when she started organizing this, at some point she said she was going to give up. Last week I held a free masterclass on makeup and art, and I got about 1,000 people that registered for that class. At some point I didn't want to do it. It was free. And some people were like, oh, you're not wise. Why will you do it for free and stuff? But I just love to make impact, and hearing where her heart is and where it's coming from, that was what made me so emotional. And we must say thank you so much for such platform. And I'm grateful. This is the first film festival I've ever been to as a filmmaker, and I would never miss any festival again, because the wealth of knowledge that I've learned here. When Judith was talking about the producer, there is a way I used to see producers, but the way she taught us today, I'm like, oh my God, I think they need awards. Producers are really doing great. Like, I would never see them the way I used to see them before. What? Oh, well, it is well. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Sometimes you almost go crazy because you're producing a film and you have no idea how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
And then you have an actor
Yeah.
something.
Honestly.
And then you have
Oh my God.
and then you have the costumier leaving the dress behind, and you have to go back and pick it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing a big budget film.
True.
I had the privilege to do a documentary of the late President Muhammadu Buhari and his ministers for 8 years. And that was one of the biggest films I had to cover.
Wow.
And when I had all my crew coming from the States, and those that were, of course, in the Nigeria still red. But then you see that at the end of the day, someone as little as the caterer could mess everything. So producers,
honestly,
our head is always on fire.
Honestly.
It's always on fire, but we never give up.
Yeah.
We always keep on to the next project. We have people saying they had cards of films kept.
Wow.
Because by the time you're done doing this film, you're trying to release it.
Yeah.
But the distribution platform, I think that's the next thing we have to talk about.
True.
The next Arewa Film Festival.
True.
Distribution platform.
Okay.
A friend of mine, sorry. This has been quite taxing.
Yeah. I mean, the producer.
Yes! Listen,
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have seen me on
Yeah,
the phone.
yeah.
Why sitting down
Yeah.
here? Thank you. So I was talking about the
A project.
has been lost.
There's a project. Yeah,
A friend of mine that was trying to produce something recently, and he was so pissed with how things were going. He definitely left the whole set, left the crew, left everything, and that money is wasted.
Wow.
But for the 1,000 students I have taught,
Wow.
especially in the north, I think I have very few, maybe 200 outside the north.
Wow.
For the 1,000 students I have taught, it's always been how to make your first film on a very low budget.
Okay.
So the place where we are, our houses are the location. The dress you're wearing is a
It's your costume.
So you have no reason not to make a film.
Yeah.
I hope we have learned.
Yes.
We strategically picked every single topic you have heard today.
Wow.
In these 4 days, it was picking the right things to teach you. You can make a film for festival, which was the first masterclass. The second was about you can actually direct indigenous stories.
Yeah.
There are so many stories within us that we can tell.
Yeah.
And then we went on to
Short
making
films.
short films. And we saw how easy it is.
Yes.
Most of you were inspired to want to make your
Yes.
own short film after that. And then we went to producing.
So,
So
yes.
that you see the other angle. And please,
And
for
acting.
producing, I know my sister here, my auntie here has done a great job. I just wanted to add one more thing.
Okay.
As a producer, please don't just do it for the passion.
Okay.
Always see your films as a product. I always teach my students, see your film as a product. Do not look for money to make the film. Look for a film that will make you money.
Word.
It's not, I'm going to look for money. A typical Igbo, I have Igbo blood in me too. And I grew up in Jos, brought up in Jos. But if an Igbo man wants to make this, is he looking for money to make it, or is looking for something that he will make that will make him money?
Something that will make you money.
Exactly. So why are you a filmmaker and you have not learned the business of film?
Wow.
Do not go about trying to scout money to make a film. You have an idea. Of course, we've learned in this festival that we have to make a short film and then people will invest in us.
Yeah.
But then when you make that main film, please, from the script, from the props, the costume, you're looking for a trending costume that you would use and make ready to wear dresses that make money off that costume. From the soundtrack, you're looking for songs that you will use and sell to streaming platforms.
Everything.
From the acting and every single props used, you're looking for something that you can go to organizations and say, hey, even the topic, the theme, you're looking for teams that you can walk up to NGOs and say, I have done a film on this thing that you are talking about. Invest in me. So please, let's make films that will make us money. Not looking for money to make, the next
films.
film and the next film. We'll have our masterclass.
But we got
Maybe
something.
the next Arewa Film Festival, when I'm seated quietly. Yes, darling, you're ready for me? Ladies and gentlemen, our final act for the festival. Our final act for the festival is going to be a masterclass on
videography.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Alhaji Ismail Moazu, and I am the lead creative director at Eliaki Shortits. I would love to thank Queen Ramasado for such an amazing opportunity and allowing me to be part of this experience. Thank you so much, Queen. I don't know, where is she?
She went out.
Okay, thank you so much, Queen. I'm glad that when Ramasado reached out to me regarding the PR content for the Arewa International Film Festival, I was super excited. Why? Because she really believed in the quality of my work and the quality of my creativity. So for that, I am glad that I will continue to work with her over and over again.
Yeah.
For the past 8 years, I've always wanted to be an actor and always wanted to, work in the creative industry. But unfortunately, so I couldn't get to where I am. And then with my mobile phone, my mobile phone actually connected me with Rahma Sado because she discovered me on Instagram because she believed in my work.
Yeah.
And for that, I am so grateful and honored to be part of this experience. In today's masterclass, we are going to talk about how to edit videos using just your mobile phones. You can generate a lot of. I don't know how many people are content creators here.
We are all content.
Okay, so hello. Which app do you use in editing? Only CapCut? Then what else?
Nah, can't go to.
DaVinci is it's a little bit broad. Yes, exactly. Too advanced.
Is it
yes,
a
too
mobile
advanced.
app?
But you can actually use DaVinci if you have an iPad. You can use DaVinci. That's for color grading actually. You can also use it for splits and for merging your content. Yes, you can use that. Then what else? Pardon? Adobe. That's very important. That's very huge. Okay, so for editing, for mobile phone application software, you can use VN. But as for me, I use CapCut because CapCut,
Majority is CapCut.
yes, majority, but CapCut is more easier, to access and all. So, but for the pro features, you have to, pay for the pro features.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you tips on how to make your videos, look professional, engaging, and professional. So I'm gonna have to use my phone, this Gen Z thing. So Abunada Shine. I'm so sorry. Okay, the Puna so ina Hausa ne.
Ingausa.
Okay.
Arewa aka
Okay,
sa.
Arewa international. So international I.
It's more of Arewa.
You want me to?
Yes, I can switch. Yes, I can do that. So number one tip is camera angles. Camera angles. Me, I can live with the camera angles. Yana nufin irin shots ɗin da ya kamata mutum yayi. Is it a headshot? Is it a dolly shot? Is it a wide shot? Is it a landscape shot? Don't mind me, I'm just, trying to, make things more, So, as for the camera angles,